In a state already fraught with economic challenges, a new wave of financial burden is crashing down on condominium owners in Florida. The implications of a safety law enacted in the wake of the tragic Champlain Towers South collapse are sending shockwaves through the condominium market, with owners facing steep increases in association fees that could stretch their budgets to the limit. This situation is not just about rising costs, it's a matter of life and death, as the law mandates that older buildings conduct rigorous inspections and maintain adequate reserve funds for repairs. What does this mean for South Florida's condo owners, and how does it reflect broader economic and social issues within the state? The Florida legislature, responding to the devastating loss of 98 lives in Surfside, has laid down stringent requirements for condominium associations. The new law, which calls for thorough inspections and financial reserves to cover major repairs, is designed to prevent similar tragedies from occurring in the future. However, this mandate has resulted in a financial conundrum for many residents, particularly those living in older buildings, which dominate the landscape of South Florida's condo market. As property owners scramble to comply with these new regulations, they are confronted with soaring fees that could force some to make unbearable financial sacrifices. The reality is stark. Many of Florida's 1.6 million condos are over 30 years old, and the majority have not undergone critical inspections in years. The fear of potential structural failures looms large for owners like Kelly Reuter, who is haunted by thoughts of her building collapsing. Her story is echoed by many others who wake up at night, wondering if their homes are truly safe. Yet, while the intent behind the law is commendable, the execution has sparked dissent among condo owners and associations alike. Critics like Rick Madon argue that the legislation imposes a one-size-fits-all approach, neglecting the unique circumstances of newer condominiums and placing undue financial stress on retirees and those on fixed incomes. As the costs of living continue to rise, Florida's condo owners are caught in a perfect storm of financial pressures. According to the Florida Office of Insurance Regulation, the average homeowner's insurance premium in the state is already about $3,600, far exceeding the national average. Coupled with higher association fees to meet the new reserve requirements, many residents find themselves struggling to make ends meet. The personal stories of hardship are not just numbers, they represent real families feeling the weight of an economic crisis exacerbated by legislative actions. While some may argue that the new regulations are necessary for the safety of residents, the lack of flexibility in insurance options is another layer of the crisis, as companies profit substantially while homeowners bear the brunt of rising premiums. As Democratic State Senator Jason Pizzo highlights, transparency regarding the use of increased fees is crucial to ensure that funds are directed towards necessary repairs rather than unnecessary amenities. As real estate professionals like Rebecca Castiglione and Gatian Salon observe, the condominium market is experiencing a cooling effect, as potential buyers weigh the implications of increased assessments and regulations. Some buyers are now negotiating prices that reflect the anticipated costs of future repairs, which could lead to a significant shift in market dynamics. The fear of future assessments may deter prospective homeowners, leading to a decline in property values and exacerbating the affordability crisis in a state already grappling with high living costs. In conclusion, Florida's condominium owners are navigating uncharted waters as they confront the dual challenges of increased regulations and soaring fees. While safety must be a priority, it is equally vital to consider the economic realities faced by everyday residents. The state must find a balanced approach that safeguards lives without imposing undue financial hardship on those who call Florida home. As the political landscape continues to evolve, the voices of condo owners will need to resonate louder than ever, advocating for policies that prioritize both safety and economic viability. The stakes are high, and the implications of these decisions will shape the future of Florida's housing market for years to come.